In this screencast, we're going to look at another method of reducing the number of design customizations that are required for a single site. And what we want to do is, we've got just a simple product page here. And what we want to do on the right hand side here is just display some related links, or it could even be related products, I suppose, for the current page. And so the way we're relating documents to the current page is just nesting them under the current page. So we've got two redirect pages here: matrix secrets, matrix support forums, and then just a PDF document. So just display that there so that for each single page, so for the product 2 page for example, we just display the license there. So let's say the traditional way that you might do that, and that would be to edit the design here. We'll just insert a nested content design area, and we'll put that just before the body, and just so that sort of floats to the left, let's just add a style here. Width 200 pixels, give it a 1 pixel border, and just float it to the right, and maybe a margin. Okay. So I might even put, and I guess this could actually go within the page, but just for the purpose of demonstration, H2 related products. So if we now preview the page, that's kind of what we're after, just with a link in each one. But you can imagine with that, you're going to actually have to create a separate design customization for every page. So because product 1 has these 3 links, but product 2 only has that single link, that means you're going to have to create a new design customization for product 1, a new design customization for product 2, and then apply that design customization just to that page. So if you've only got 5 or 10 sections within your site, that might work, but if you've got a big site, using design customizations just doesn't work for that. So what we want to do is make it a bit more dynamic and actually use an asset listing to just dynamically list what's underneath each page. So we'll just go back to the design, and we've already created that design customization. I'm just going to cut this text and actually insert it in our asset listing that we're going to create. Okay, so that's the start there. And what we want to do is use this default customization, but first we need to create an asset listing that's actually going to list what's under here. So I'll add a new page, asset listing page, and we'll call it related documents. Okay, so asset types to list. Let's wait for that one to load. Okay, asset types to list, we'll do file, and we'll also do page. Okay, root nodes. Now, because I just got the one site, I'm just going to pick that one site there. If you have multiple sites or a folder containing multiple sites, you'd pick those. We do want direct links only, because basically, say we're on product page 1 over here, we want to just list those immediate child's immediate children there. So if we have any sub pages, so product 1A for example, we don't want to list that in our related documents, just those ones there. What you could also do is just link type 2 assets. I mean, we've typed 2 all these ones here, so that could work for you if you wanted to restrict it a little bit more. And the tricky part is down here, which is the replacement root node. So we want to choose that one, and then we want to choose the current asset. And what that means is when we're viewing the product page over here, we want to set that as the root node so that we're just going to get those 3 documents down there rather than leaving the standard root node of the site up the top there. And just to confirm, asset ID is the one that we want to use. So now jumping back to our design, if we go to just the customization I've created for that design we were using earlier, and we'll customize the nest content design area. So I did mention that we're reducing the number of design customizations, not eliminating them entirely. And the asset we want to nest is this related documents asset listing that we've just created. And I'm just going to edit that to wrap out the style that we were using earlier. So I switch to the code view, just insert a bit of a div there. That should do it. I think Matrix is doing this thing where it doesn't like to save again, so let's just try that one more time. That's better. Okay. Now I'll just confirm that we've applied that design customization on the settings screen. So, example, okay, we haven't got quite the right one applied yet. So rather than the parent design, I'll just pick that design customization we were using, let it run through the whole site. That was quick. And now if we preview that product page, there we go, related products. So we've got matrix secrets, matrix support forums, and license. So if we go to product 2, yep, perfect, we just get the related document in there. And what you could even do from there is if we go to the display format screen, so what I'm using here is 2 redirect pages and a PDF, but what we could actually do is say for file types, and if you chose rather than the general file option, if you chose PDFs, you could customize each one of those, but even just file is a good example. So now we can customize that, and we'll just have asset name linked, but what we might put in brackets is file, and you could even insert the file size if that's a keyword that's handy here. Yep. So now if we preview that, there we go. So these are external links. You could customize those too if you wanted to have a little icon for external links. But the main purpose of this exercise is to demonstrate a good way of reducing the number of design customizations that you need. But also it's a good way to do something like this. It's fairly low maintenance. Your authors don't really even need to know about the asset listing. They can just drop different types of assets in here and have them show up anywhere across your site.